After our hike, we're about to leave Yosemite, and we stop at the Crane Flat gas station right in the middle of the park, and I see a girl pointing out in towards this meadow, and we see a bear cub, and then I didn't get the cub on film, but here's the mama bear. Yeah, doesn't even care that we're here. Yep, you believe it, folks? 3 days in the woods, 20 miles hiking, and we see a bear at the gas station. There's the gas station right over there. Okay, folks, before we even get started, here's my Yosemite Wilderness permit. What does it say right here? Toilet paper must be packed out. And it also says right here, camp at least 1/2 mile back from the rim of the valley. Here are some views of El Capitan from the valley. Hard to say exactly where I'm going to be, but I think this second angle is about somewhere right in the middle of there is where I end up. Okay, there it is. El Capitan on the left. We're gonna hike all the way out to there at the top, and then I'm gonna have to go down to that edge to get a look over the edge. Yeah, we're gonna go right up there. Here comes Roxana, and we're about to head down the trail into the wilderness. We are leaving from Yosemite Creek Campground Trailhead. We picked up our wilderness permit a little while ago, and this is one bumpy road, just a couple miles, but what a pain in the neck to get down here. And since it's a Saturday, it was a good half-hour line just to pay the entry fee at the gate of Yosemite. So it's right about 12:30 between all the traffic delays and everything else. A little bit of a late start, but here we go into the wilderness. Got our permit, our tiny stove, and our bear can. You have to have a bear can here, and you also have to have a shovel to dig a little hole with. The ranger gave me a little spot test about all the different things you're supposed to do in the wilderness when she, before she would give me the permit, asking me how far do we camp from water, 100 feet minimum, stuff like that. And here's a big one, do you pack out your toilet paper? Yes, you do. You do not leave the toilet paper in the hole out here. Well, not even a mile in, we can already see why you pack your toilet paper out. It ends up on the trail. Got this really cheap High Sierra pack. I attached some extra stuff to it, and I put these little pieces of foam in here. And that takes care of the main problem of it being a cheap pack. Just has bad shoulder straps, and you gotta be a little careful with the zippers on a cheap pack. The sun's kind of washing out the image, but it's so nice in here. And we just took a turn off trail. We are even following some cairns, and we can see some people ahead of us, but this must be a trail to go down to the creek for fishing. We're gonna have to truck through a little bit of vegetation. Interesting little trek through this creek here. We lost the trail slightly, but it's right over here somewhere. Got the creek running alongside us here. Huge crowd to get into Yosemite, but nobody up here. Pretty deep swimming hole in there. Well, finally passed a few people. They were coming out and they said they haven't seen any bears. So that's kind of good. Wouldn't mind seeing one from a distance on our way out. Plenty of water flowing everywhere. We don't have to carry very much water, at least. So we made it to the trail junction, that way to Yosemite Falls and 2,000 feet down to Yosemite Valley. And 4 more miles to El Capitan this way. So we got a little creek right there, and I like this Capitan filter. This is a big one, holds 6 liters. I went a little overboard, but you fill it in here. You can actually scoop it with the bag if you want, but we just use a little empty bottle. And then you got this nice long hose so you can make sure you don't get any impure water on your, into your canteen. And no work, just turn the button and it purifies for you. No pumping, no pumping, no squeezing, no nothing. Just let it do its job, because we've done enough work hiking today. Oh yeah, they make a smaller version too, and there's also the platypus version brand, smaller one that a lot of thru hikers use. That's better for long distance hikes. But yeah, just thought you might like to see our water filter. Well, we found the steep part. One thing Yosemite's not known for is switchbacks. They just kind of tend to send you straight up a hill around here. Sun's getting ready to set behind the mountain, but we should have light for a little while. Yeah, it's relatively flat again. We're almost out to where we turn back around the edge of the valley. So we're closing in on El Capitan, a couple miles to go. We'll probably camp about a mile short. Not bad. Now we got some light on it. Nice little drop off the edge here. There's Half Dome peeking out over there. Yeah, not the best water, but it's water. It's more than good enough with our filter. Very beautiful. And now we're less than a mile from El Capitan, which is our destination tomorrow. That's what we wanted. We wanted to get a campsite, find a camp somewhere near El Capitan, and well, now we got a good water supply. Yeah, we're gonna find a camp somewhere. We're gonna find a spot right up in here somewhere. And we got a nice little spot. The trail is well over there. The bugs are going crazy on us. But otherwise, very nice. Oh, we're gonna sleep early tonight. We got up so early to drive over here. And then hiked, I don't know, 8.5 miles and a good bit up and down. So our bear can is way over there. And we went and refilled the water. It's just over the other side of that little ridge. I am pretty sure I saw a bear up in the top up there. I yelled at it. I saw something big move in the bushes. I've seen a lot of deer. It didn't look like a deer. I saw the head of a bear move through the bushes. I mean, I still could be wrong, but it didn't make any more noise after we yelled at it, so it probably wandered off. And yeah, getting close to good old hiker midnight here. It's like 8 something, and we might eat some more and go to bed. And once it cooled off a little bit, the mosquitoes and other flies, a lot of biting flies out here, but they all kind of slowed down. A little bug spray and a little cool air took care of them. Yeah, morning in Yosemite. We didn't go for a view, but we are way in the woods here. A little before 9, we're finally moving. Had breakfast, and so our tent is somewhere down there. Yep. A few people on the trail, but very few. Everybody's heading out now. It's Sunday. We're staying till tomorrow. This forest is so nice up here. And look at this. Water everywhere. Flowing right across the trail. Oh, we're so happy about that. Alright, we've planed off just about. And we're coming out of the forest. Get ready for some views. And we're at about 7,500 feet. I mean, we just barely noticed the elevation. Roxana and I are pretty good at handling elevations. And the hike has been up and down. We went down as low as 67, but not, you know, nothing too big up and down. And we're headed right out there somewhere. Roxana's going to stay here while I descend the last 500 feet down and half a mile to the edge. I'm going to find some cairns that lead me to this first overlook. I'm not sure which climbing route this is the top of, but I believe the nose is still somewhat to my right. I'm going to follow some other cairns in a few minutes, and those are going to take me to near the top of the dawn wall. One slip and I'm done. Might just barely be able to see the people on top of Half Dome. This is kind of fun picking through all this stuff, but it is also brutal. Oh, I made it back. There's Roxana. She's waving. Back we go. Very few other people out here. That little group of guys there and one other person came out since we've been here. You really could not see the tent from the trail. There it is. But we knew where it was. Oh, that's Nevada Falls. On our way in, I thought that was Vernal Falls. That's actually Nevada Falls. Oh, poor Roxana, struggling. We lost the trail again. We were all down through there before I realized we had to come up to find the trail again. There it is. Lots of rocks to climb over. Roxana never wants to talk to the camera. Tell us how it is.
Victory!
We made it up the hard part. It's a lot easier for the whole rest of the way back from here. Well, this is beautiful. We're gonna hang out here, have dinner, and we'll camp up in the woods up over there. Roxana's gotta get in the water. Roxana likes swimming in this freezing cold water. That was more than enough for me. It sure felt good, but it's a bit cold still. So we had our dinner right there at the creek. That way we could cook eat far away from where we're camping. And the trail was just right there, right next to the creek. And we come right across, and oh, look at this, huh? This one was Roxana's idea. And yeah, we're just gonna find someplace flat up in here to set up a tent. We refilled our water one more time. Broke our camp from up there, and the trail is right here. And we're gonna start heading out. That one's a little tricky with a full pack. Oh boy. Well, only about a little over a mile to go. Okay everyone, not too far back now, so hope you enjoyed this little hike, and thanks for coming with us.